The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the UCONN Huskies taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UCONN will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blue Hens offense will get the football first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
The Blue Hens have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is 1-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense he'll be stopped at the 17. So Connecticut's offense has the ball for the first time. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Edwards. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Finds his target down the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route,
He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UCONN.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Edwards. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
With a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCONN!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Silver.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the left. Slithers into space. Touchdown, Delaware! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fareed. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Blue Hens will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. With the catch, it's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Fareed. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. And they've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to. And we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Fagnano. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
UCONN will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try to get outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the 2nd half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Number 99 in hot formation to kick it off.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. returner will be brought down. UCONN going back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Pickup of 14. 1st and goal, UCONN.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, UCONN. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Delaware. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Finds his man, it's Murphy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Shoots it to the left. The quick out. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Headed outside for the line. It's Edwards. As he stopped for a loss. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Got his man on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. 75 point. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the move from inside, going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This time it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Defense has to be careful here. They're going to have to do a really good job tackling the catch, because with these playmakers late in the game, tied, you do not want them getting out in the open field.
They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory,